Also, I was watching the news. Okay, it wasn't the news. It was Good Morning America.
While you're at work?
While I was at work.
Doing nothing?
Yes.
Must be nice.
Emily, yes. Yes.
You're going to talk about...
Yeah.
It's a different kind of
She
doing
made a
nothing.
comment yesterday and she was like, hey, Leila, I feel like you haven't worked much lately. And I was like, I haven't.
That's what happens when you've been at a company for so long and you get a shit ton of vacation.
Amazing.
At my current company, they do not give you vacation. Like, it takes years to get an extra week of vacation.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so enjoy those days off.
Yeah, but can't you like work? There's like a little bit of workaround because you can like...
I could do 40 hours in 4 days.
Right, yeah, right. And
2 weeks in a row and
Yeah.
have a 4-day without taking PTO.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Who wants to do that? Yeah. So I was watching the news, and Good Morning America, and they showed a poster, and I think we talked about this. Maybe not. We talked about this not on the podcast because we hadn't started, but Rihanna was in this poster, pregnant. Like her baby bump was like she had like, like a blazer with it like buttoned, but her baby bump was like very visible and stuff. And they were like talking about like her baby bump and like that she had a really beautiful baby bump. And I was like,
that's all they can find to talk about.
it's like a little weird. Like, I don't know if I'd want someone, and maybe like she does want people.
No.
Talking about her
I was
baby.
getting ready to say, I've heard that people, I don't know, I've never been pregnant, but people will come up and want to touch your tummy.
All the time.
Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's almost like you can't feel the baby kick right now. So, yeah.
Do they ask or
I
do
was
they
getting ready
just
to say-
Old people don't. Old people would just touch.
That's an immediate. That's
get your grubby hands off me?
Yeah.
I just thought it was really weird, and they were just like they were praising her for putting her baby bump out there and having this beautiful baby bump and all this stuff, and I'm just like,
You can't hide it.
I mean,
Like,
I don't understand like some of this stuff that people like. That was like a whole segment of like, I think it wasn't Louis Vuitton, but I want to say it was Louis Vuitton was like the thing she was promoting on the poster. It was some big name brand. And I was just like, yeah, she's pregnant. Like her and like 50 million other women.
Yeah.
I like, just because I don't know. It's just like it's how, yeah.
When you were pregnant, did you feel like a goddess?
no.
I feel like some
Whale?
people say, ooh, I feel more
I feel like I swallowed a
attractive.
beach ball. And then I waddled at like 37 weeks.
Did you? Yeah, whale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I couldn't fit in the wave at work.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
How,
I mean, I
how-
did. I like turned sideways.
How big was Adrian? Like, was he a
8
big baby?
pounds.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
God.
just like a normal.
No, 8 pounds is big. Isn't 8 pounds big?
It's like 7 to 8, I think is normal, isn't it?
I feel like 8 pounds is big. Can you imagine an 8?
Yes.
I was
Human
10.
doesn't-
ripping through your vagina.
We don't have to. We have to imagine she
Dude,
doesn't.
I got sewed up. She was like, can I like do a little cut on you so that we could push the baby out and you have a clean seam going up? I was like, done. Don't tell me twice. Do I have to push less? She's like, yeah. I was like, go ahead.
Get it.
I wasn't the all natural,
No.
the all like, oh my God, put the baby on my belly afterwards. I was like, cut me open, take him out, clean him up, and then I'll take him.
and then
Yeah,
the
whenever
skin
he's
to
nice
skin.
and
Yeah.
clean.
And then I had to talk to a postpartum doctor, nurse, whatever she was, because of how I reacted with the baby. Because they're like, you didn't want the baby on you right away. And I was like, no, what is all that like crap? I don't want that on me.
What did the doctor say?
He was just making sure that I
Wasn't gonna harm your baby.
yes.
Oh, because
and that I
that-
wanted the baby. And I was like, no, I want him. I love him. He's my life. I cannot wait. But like, I don't want
Goo.
That. Okay,
That's-
people have phobias about
Yeah.
germs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't tell me that I'm going to be a terrible parent.
Like
because
you have people that have phobia about germs, and then people who eat their placenta. So
Oh, gross.
you know that, right?
I've heard
They
and people bodybuilders
Yes.
also. Do you know
They
there's
wanna
placenta
eat-
pills?
Yes. You
Okay,
can
that's
send your
different.
placenta off
Stop it. Why didn't you do that?
to be turned into pills so that
That's
you can eat it.
Okay, most babies born between 37 to 40 weeks weigh somewhere between 5 pounds, 8 ounces, and 8 pounds, 13 ounces.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a range.
Did you go to 40 weeks?
Yeah, I went to 41.
And that is why he was 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just chilling.
Yeah. He was like, I don't want to come out. Yeah.
I get all like food.
like 3 meals a day,
Yeah,
no
like-
exercise.
How much did you guys weigh when you guys were born?
Have
I
no
don't
idea.
You guys don't know how much you weighed?
No.
I don't even know what time.
I don't know the time. I don't even know what time Adrian was born.
It was a blur.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you... Is that weird?
I have his birth. Yeah, kind of. Like, I know how much I weighed.
Do you? How much did you weigh?
But you don't remember the time? You were a big baby.
I was 10 pounds, 13 ounces. When I was born, my mom said I fit into 3-month-old clothes.
I remember you talking about that.
That my mom's poor vagina.
Wait,
that shit was like,
How?
Come
Why?
in, Mom.
Especially being a female.
yeah, I know. And I'm not like,
No, you're not.
I know.
8 foot tall or anything.
Big bone,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
people like
Yeah,
to say.
I know.
I mean, Mom never said that we were like traumatic babies
No.
or anything. So probably, but probably between 6 and 8 pounds. Nothing. She
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
like you were 12 pounds.
yeah. I think that's why I know. It's because my mom tells. My mom told everybody.
Big baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you're 5'7",
5'6".
5'6".
Yeah, you
I'm
would think that would
5'6".
be like
Well,
taller.
maybe.
Just shy.
I'm almost 5'6".
Oh, maybe we are the same. I
Are
don't
we
know.
the same height?
Every time I go
I'm
get like
shorter.
measured at the doctor, they never tell me. They tell me how much I fucking weigh.
Oh yeah,
of course they do.
Not how tall I
Yeah.
am.
real quick to throw that out there. Ooh, need to lose a couple pounds. Like, bitch.
But
I mean, it's just like the vet putting your dog on the scale.
Yeah.
Don't fat shame him.
No.
Healthy life. Okay.
oh my gosh.
Guys, I have a story to tell you, and I don't know if it's appropriate for children.
thing
It
we
is
mark
sad.
Not for kids every time.
Yeah.
But I think that this like really made me upset, and I would
What?
like to experience your guys' upsetness too.
Doesn't
Right.
make you upset.
So I was at work. Well, this is about animals, so if you don't like hearing about animals,
like a viewer discretion advice, censor
yeah, like it's pretty upsetting.
So you want us?
yes,
to experience.
I do because
You're upsetting me?
Yes, I told James it this morning, and he was like, "Oh, that's sad," and I was like,
Oh, you need a different reaction.
I need another reaction." Okay.
Welcome to the reacts.
Yeah, this is a blind react for my story. Okay. So I was at work and I was chit-chatting with one of my coworkers, and we started talking about dogs. And he starts telling me about this story. Like he had a Newfoundland dog. Okay, so they're the really big ones,
yes,
right?
fluffy.
And he was like, before they moved, I guess they lived in like a subdivision or whatever. He was like, my dog died. And I was like, oh, that's sad. Like old age. And he was like, no, he was poisoned. And I was like, what do you mean poison? Like he ate something, they talk about
Mushrooms
like
or-
something like
yeah,
that, right? And he was
outside.
like, no, my neighbor intentionally poisoned my dog to kill him. And I was like, what? And he was like, we had this neighbor, and he was like, what he didn't know is we had hidden cameras.
Thank God.
No, it's not as,
Like it.
yeah. So apparently this neighbor like didn't like dogs. He would go around into people's backyards. Like,
Shut up.
literally go into their backyard and not like look in their windows, knock on the windows, upset the dog inside, and record the dog barking, because you can get fined for your dog barking excessively by animal control. So he would go
Outside, not even in the backyard.
yeah, antagonize these dogs, record it, and then send it to
messed
animal
up.
control and be like, this dog is barking excessively. It's really just like, it's really, disturbing the
Yeah.
peace around it, all
Yeah.
the stuff, right?
Lies.
So this guy, that him and his wife had hidden cameras and had videotape of him coming into their backyard, knocking on the window to their house and causing their dog to bark. Because whose dog isn't going to bark at someone knocking on a window or knocking
in the
on
backyard, especially
in their backyard, right? So animal control came to their house and was like, we got, this video, your dog, all this stuff. And he was like, no, watch the video. And they went to the next door neighbor and fined him.
Good.
I don't know what the fine. I've never looked up. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I kind of understand it, but it's also like that's your property. Like you own that, so you should be able to do whatever you want, like within reason, right? But that's like your dog. Like so literally so he said that this guy would go into his backyard and like throw stuff while his dog is just like sunbathing on the porch, like throw stuff at him, like at this dog, like rocks and stuff like that at this dog to antagonize it and make it start barking. So he's like, your dog's aggressive. Your dog's, right? Because he hated dogs. I don't know. Maybe he got attacked as a kid. Maybe I don't know who. I mean, that's serial killer shit.
Yeah.
When they hate animals, they kill animals. Like that's a serial killer. Yeah. That's one of the traits for a serial killer. So he literally said, I don't know I can't remember if he said a couple weeks later, a couple days later, they literally went outside and the dog was dead. Okay, so then they got an autopsy done on the dog.
Yeah, I would 100% do that
and
too. Especially
they found the autopsy showed poison in the dog's body that they didn't have on the property. There was nothing within their property, the backyard, anything that would have given that dog that poison. But he was like, we couldn't prove it. So that guy is just running around killing people's dogs, because he just doesn't like dogs.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And so I told James this, and he was like, well, one, they should have had him for trespassing, period. The fine, great. But he came into he legit trespassed on their property. He was like, he could have gotten arrested. He should have.
Yeah. You almost wish the dog was outside and was aggressive and got in the backyard and bit his ass.
And bit his ass. Because what are you going to, no, you were in my yard with my dog. I didn't give you permission to come into my backyard. Dude,
that's going out of his way.
Out of his way. Because he doesn't like dogs. Are you kidding me? I literally was when he told me that, I was like, I am so shocked right now.
Yeah.
I could never imagine hurting an animal like that. Intentionally.
No.
With malice and, holy crap.
I'm sure that they wanted to bury it in the sense of it was painful to pursue him.
Yeah.
But I feel like they would have had enough evidence of malintention to get a search warrant.
For that poison. Yeah.
Especially after an autopsy. It's one thing if you're just my dog died, I think. You have proof that you don't have anything on your property. And you have proof that he was antagonizing your dog.
Agreed.
But it probably would have been a lot of time, a lot of effort, and would have brought up a lot of painful things.
I was just holy crap. You hear stuff like that, right? But I have never known someone
talk to someone
about it. And he was just we rescue all of our animals from abusive situations and all this stuff. They have a hobby farm with llamas and alpacas and stuff like that. And I was just it sucks that something like that, people have to go through that kind of stuff because there's those type of people out in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hateful people.
What was on the opposite side of that story? I saw this on TikTok last night that this woman was going around her neighborhood and then headed to a school with her pit bull and was letting her pit bull attack people.
No.
Yes.
Why?
I have no idea. And these cops cornered her.
Good.
With this pit bull, and which I hate that it was a pit bull.
Yeah.
It already has a bad
because
name.
already has a bad rep.
I hope they didn't do anything to.
They had to. Well, they would have
They
to.
have to. He attacked.
He
the dog attacked
4 people.
Oh yeah, you're
my
getting
gosh.
Isn't it after your dog like attacks one person, 2 people, your dog has to be put down?
I think it
depends.
depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Because I mean, if they were protecting you and you know,
Different, yeah.
But no, she was like literally letting them attack.
Why?
And they pepper sprayed her ass and got her to the ground.
I hope
And
she's in
probably
prison.
and they probably
She needs to
shot
be
the
attacked.
dog. And it wasn't even the dog's fault. Like that
Yeah.
sucks. People suck with animals.
I know. I don't like watching videos like that. Yeah. I prefer to watch, the happy round skills, all of that stuff, the rehabilitation of an abandoned dog or whatever, because those just make me sad. They just make me real sad.
Yeah.
Because it's that just shows how shitty our world is, basically, that, there's people like that. And that's probably not even the worst thing that someone has, But anyway,
that was a great story.
Yeah, to start us off, just Debbie down it real good so that we can kind of get our energy back up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
None of that was great.